Yes, my people. Once again, it's Rockstar 860 TV. And in that video, we are just go forward and hear some of the things Cartel used to tell we back in 2011. You know what I mean? About his life at that time and all of the struggles in my face and all of the fight in my face. How them a stop him from making money and him show them and him live him life and all these things. It was like Cartel was a mega star on a little island, you know what I mean? So it was something different in those times, 2011, 2010, 2009, 8. But especially 2010 and 11, it was a different time, you know what I mean? And Carter did I tell people about some happenings that go on with him career and him life, and he was in fear of his life when you hear him talk, you know what I mean? He may not talk happily. He is talking in fear sometimes. You know what I mean? And nobody never listened to him because he is Vybz Kartel. He was on top of the world, and who cares about your problems when you're on top of the world and people grudging you, people hating you, people want to be you, people want to be like you, people wishing they were around you, and all these things. It's just reality. I mean, enough stars go through it. I'm not just saying it because it's Vybz Kartel. Lots of people, stars, entertainers, sports figures, actors, actresses, they all go through it. You know what I mean? He's not the first. He won't be the last. You know what I mean? But it was his time at that time in 2011, and we just all listen to some things he used to tell us. You know what I mean? Whether we took him serious, some of us or some of us didn't, or whether we laughed at it, you know what I mean? Or whether we just say, yo, sure, I can't tell that. But let's go back to some things he said on Ragashanti and Cliff Hughes, and maybe we'll find some more TVJ, ER, on stage. Enough place Carter used to tell what going in and around his life. So whether we was listening, yes or no, it's history and it's there, and seeing that his hearing is coming up to see if them a reconsider retrial or throw out his case with his co-accused. June 10th is forwarding. So let us just go listen to what he used to tell us and see if it all made sense or it was just a figment of his imagination. And I'm sure he wasn't dreaming. It wasn't I Dream of Genie. So it must was factual. Because we see where him end up 13 years later. Know what I mean? Yeah.
Alright, so you don't know, so we have to bounce it certainly, but apart from that, would I keep it real? But you know, my boss gonna say, yo, you know, if you conduct an interview, we don't open up yourself to legal. I also, that's what I tell you. Yeah. But we know we are going, and the streets know we are going because the streets attack, because no one hide. I'm gonna say me diss them. Oh, me for this man, rather Shanti, if me tell you say me want $1, give me $1, you know. Or me not come at your show, you know, and the argument done in here can't bad me up, you know. Okay. And you can't intimidate me, you know. So if you see me on the road and kill me, then can go one time, I can't dead, I can't dead 2 times, you know. Alright, then let's, and I'm making an attempt to be clever here. Let's just move to a separate matter. There's all kind of stories out there as to why you never performed that sting. I don't know if you want to share anything there. If you don't, or if you do, like. No, you don't know, sir. Me and the promoter, them did in a dialogue, and certain money never really. The money when me charge, me never get it. So for that, me just not do the show. You know what I mean? Okay. Because I'm an entertainer, sir. I need money to live my life and pay my taxes, as I always do. That's why the taxman don't come take with my vehicle and nothing, because I pay tax. Okay. And what you're entitled to do, you are entitled as an artist to value yourself at a certain amount of money. Yeah, I pay tax, so I don't want a man feel like me have some little hooligan or some little cuff on the wayside. I pay tax. You see me, I pay tax, so that means I put money in the system. So someone try to use the system against me. And me put money in the system. From March till now, the company will farm, I pay over $10 million worth of tax. This month alone, we pay 2.8 million. I said, what Corey? Yeah, man, last month. Last month alone, we pay 2.8 million worth of tax. And it's going to be more next month. Me a boy, Robert Shanti. Me a big man, you know, in my 30s, you know. The man them a go on like that, ask me some little cruff or some little eyeglass on the road. You think part of this is you think say when you in the dancehall circle right now you're a DJ, but at the same time you have thus far put together an impressive record with respect to your entrepreneurial activities, Dagger and Condom, that brand. We see Street Vybz Rum out there and so forth, and then we see you have taken over the building and then promotion and so forth and things like that. Do you think that there is that some people are not too comfortable with it? Say, you know, this look get to youth, yeah, a step up and have one with them things, yeah, whatever. Who him think him is? Is there anything along those lines as well?
Yes, but what I'm saying, though you should have glad to get to youth. Me, man, we have a company, we employ Jamaicans, you know. Look how much people are losing work and I get laid. We employ Jamaicans because the boss manage the building and we employ Jamaicans. We have the unlimited daggering, we employ Jamaicans, we pay taxes. Don't you think that is a good look? Me have my Empire Records where me sign artists like Popcorn, Sean Stamp, give them hope, which in otherwise they would just be a normal ghetto youth. We would have to look for other ways and means to make money. And most times them other ways and means would have be illegal activity. We's not about that ragga shanty. They must try to paint a picture like Vybz Kartel. I want wicked man and me want done where I buy a gun. The people. Just because we always stay close to the community where I'm from.
In your problem with the former policeman, now Sting promoter, Isaiah Lane?
Well, the problem is really this, you know, we had a dialogue a few months ago about Sting. And I decided that I wasn't going to do Sting because I was owed some money from last year, one. And I had already had plans to do a show abroad, you know what I mean? But then Corey and myself, which is my business manager, business partner also, decided that we were going to keep our own show in the building, you know what I mean? And
the building is at the
former asylum. Yeah, so
in New Kingston.
In New Kingston. So we had dialogue and I decided I wasn't going to do the show, you know what I mean? So ever since then, he was calling other people and saying that who Vybz Kartel thinking is and me can't fight the state. You know what I mean? Cause
the state?
Yeah, because I didn't know the state was keeping any show.
Those words, the
yeah,
state?
he used those words. It was exact words. I mean, he can't fight the state. You know what I mean? So then we had a show in Trelawney where it was raided. You know what I mean? Vybz Kartel wasn't there because I heard about it beforehand. You know what I mean? And I wasn't there. Then he came to the club.
When was that show in Trelawney?
I think it was the 18th, you know. 18th of December. Yeah, because before that we decided that we weren't going to do it, and that is when the threat started. You know what I mean?
Back up a little. Tell me, you said he owed you from last year's performance, December 2009.
Last year.
How much does he owe you?
$500,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
And what has he been saying to you in terms of?
Tell the God truth, because right now I'm just talking. Him tell my manager say if Vybz Kartel and was a bad man will pay you back money.
You know what I mean? Serious?
It's dead serious.
He told your manager that?
Yeah, man, he tell my manager those exact words, man. You know what I mean? And
if the people in the community want anything from Vybz Kartel, I never hesitate to give them because I know say them a sufferer. And that is where I come from. I don't have no time to support no gun, no gang, no war, no violence. Because just as how me can go...
No, well, I speak to that because as you may well know, people still ring up your name and all kind of thing and whatever. And people don't even know what to believe and so forth. But speak to that because people are saying, you know, you roll certain way and if a man violate, you will take it to them certain way and that image, that persona they have you out there to like a kind of draconian, dictatorial type of image. Some people out there push them things about you. So speak to that.
But that image, as you say, is an image because Vybz Kartel was on the scene as a gangster DJ. Right. So we do gun lyrics and them things. When people see me in the streets, me not roll with more than 3 or 4 man, the most. And if you set any one of them man, I'm on them roll with go anyway. Me bring them go foreign, them man no criminal or nothing. You will see Mooney, you will see Damian, you will see David. And them man them roll with on the road. If you see me in the streets, if you go in a garrison area, you will see me talk to a so-called area leader. You will see me talk to the ghetto youth them. But in the same breath of ear, you will see me in the street, you will see me deal with police here because I have no police friend. I have no friend where I ghetto youth because I'm an entertainer. I'm a public figure. I can't hide. If me such a wicked man as well, certain people are trying to portray. Could Vybz Kartel be all over Jamaica DJing? If people don't want to do me things.
See that?
Me and the baddest man in the world, so you owe me to be this wicked man image that them try to portray me as. Why would I want to start an empire get involved in a business, do entrepreneurship. Me sort of man will load up nothing, you know. Me have no sponsors when me get to school and them things, especially school in my community. Me sponsor a lot of things, the community football.
No, me could know about some of that. So what tell me know you not like load it up, but me I ask you right now. Tell me some of the things them where and Corey you can't jump into. Tell me some of the things them where you go on with respect to community development and helping other people. Tell me.
Everything we're going on in the community of Waterford, me have a hand in it. Every single thing, whether it be from me sponsor the community football team. Right now them they are D1. I think them have the next league to play before them reach a Premier League. Me sponsor the community netball team. Me sponsor regular me get computer to Waterford Primary School. The last set of computer me go to the Queen's High School with you because me have a link with a teacher and then they say them on computer and print and whatsoever. Plus our donation of just in the streets and just giving people money, staying close to the community. That's why them say me a community leader.
So people, when you hear what go on so far, know what I mean? Kartel did work sting when him and my father clash and he was supposed to get a certain amount of money. Know what I mean? I think I like 1 point something him asked for 1.5 or something like that. Anyway, me don't know. But he was supposed to get a certain amount of money according to Kartel. Know what I mean? But the promoter, Leng, who's a former police officer or a detective in the police force of Jamaica. You know what I mean? A big policeman, you know what I mean? Why for that? But in stature, I'm talking about ranking at the time. You know what I mean? When he was a police. But he turned promoter. And Sting was, at the time, one of the biggest shows every year in Jamaica. And that show, 2009 or 8, when Kartel and Mavada clash, he is supposed to get a certain amount of money. You know what I mean? And he never received it. So he was in his feelings. He wanted his money. We all want our money. If we work for our money, we want our money. So we understand that. But when them approach Leng, or the manager them approach Leng, Corey Tad at the time, approach Leng, him tell Corey Tad, say, oh, bad man no pay back money. So Lenga said he's a bad man. He's not a promoter. He's not even a police. He's a bad man. You just hear Kartel describe himself. He's close to his community. He does for his community. He not talk about himself as no bad man. He might does bad man lyrics in songs, but he never attained to himself to be a bad man. He was just a person, entertainer who dealt with people in the community of all sorts. You know what I mean? But Leng did I use badness while Kartel was just being an entertainer trying to get his money. And people never understand that or don't want to understand that. You know what I mean? So them class him and style him and say him a this and him a that. No, he's an entertainer. He wants his money. He performed. Pay him what he's worth or what he wanted. It was negotiated. You know what I mean? And that's where we are. So we are going to listen some more. And we are going to analyze some more. And see where everything stand. You know what I mean? Yeah, free world boss. One world boss.
Look into it and say, alright, well, me nah do Sting then. See, so that is the real reason why I say me nah do Sting if me not get X amount of money, because people been speculating why I'm charging so much money. You know what I mean? Anyway, go on and on and on.
That's $1 million you were charging for this year?
3, me tell you now.
3 million?
Yeah, because for even the pride of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so me tell him $3 million and...
But you weren't serious about 3 million?
No, if me get my money from last year, we could have renegotiated. You know what I mean?
But so you were prepared to negotiate down?
Yeah, man. Because Sting that's yeah. Annual show. So, anyway, the negotiation fell through or whatever. And that was when the real trouble started. You know what I mean? With this system of raids and stuff like that. So, he came to the building nightclub on Thursday. I think that was what, the 23rd, I think? Or the 24th, one of those days. It was a Thursday though. So
I would have been Thursday because Saturday was the 25th.
Yeah, right. So it was the 23rd.
Yeah.
So when he came to the building, my business partner Corey Tad because he said something in the media that Vybz Kartel can pull 1,000 people. So to come in the building that night was $1,000. So he came to the building and wanted to come in.
Who, Lang?
Yeah. So Corey Tada said, no man, yes, Vybz Kartel can pull 1,000 people, so pay $1,000 then. You know what I mean? And even look on Corey and feel exact words was, hey boy, you know who me is, you don't come from Jamaica. That's what he said to Corey, because Corey is an American, you know. Yeah, so Corey said, you know, if him talking a film American style, basically saying he don't respond. So, Lang went away, and
what was the price to going by?
$1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so Corey said, you say my DJ can't pull 1,000 people, so pay $1,000 to come in. So him say, Corey, you know who me is, whatever. And he left, and see him later that night, the club was raided. You know what I mean? By police and the people
in uniform?
Yeah man, people were disrespected and crazy things happen. You know what I mean? And all fingers pointing to that person, because you know this is Jamaica and we have our ears in the streets, and you know people will talk things. You know what I mean? And people tell.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that those things are true.
No, right? But we can speculate and we hear things from even people who are police also.
Yes.
Not necessarily top ranking police, but you know what I mean, foot soldiers in the street and stuff like that. So the club was raided Thursday. His remark was that
What time was that raid on Thursday night?
About an hour after he left.
How many policemen raided the building?
Well, I was on my way there, you know, so when I reached and heard that the building was being raided, I left. When I went outside, it was about, because I parked around the back, so when I left outside, I saw like about 5 police around the back. You know what I mean? Them hold us at gunpoint, search us.
Including you?
Yeah, man. Search me and thing and let me go and thing. And then...
What did they ask you though?
They didn't ask me anything. You know what I mean? They just drop me in a car and search me, search up my pocket, search my vehicle, and me drive away. You know what I mean?
And that was the end of the operation?
That was the end of it. You know what I mean? And then this boxing night now, because he called as a matter of fact, he called my manager again, you know, Dennis, you know, and told him that, listen me.
He who called your manager?
Lang again, you know, and said, listen me, no show can keep boxing day, but film show. You know what I mean? He even asked my manager if we take off the ads, because we had a commercial running on Zip, if we take off a commercial. Yeah man, so it's like it's a whole intimidation thing, you know what I mean? And me I tell you the God truth refuse. Me don't think even the commissioner or the really high-ranking police them know what really take place. Me I tell you the truth from my heart, you know?
Let me ask you this.
I mean, the community look up to me. Them look up to Vybz Kartel as a product of the community. We reach somewhere in our life. We're successful. You see me, and me can give back to them. I'm not going to turn my back on them. We're not going to isolate myself from the place where I come from. I can't do that. I know, I not see no other artist doing that. So if Vybz Kartel is a person of interest, then every artist in Jamaica is a person of interest, because the whole of we come from Garrison. So them just a pick for Vybz Kartel, so when me do so. Them and at the same time, them take me up with the state of emergency. I know say a straight prejudice that, because them think they just are going from a minute set of people and a minority set of people. Them have me say state of emergency. Rather Shanti, I know nobody no question me now. You know, so I sit down at jail for 2 weeks just to play Lodi in myself.
Well, I'm over there that play the Lodi with. So what I can't tell, big ass here, yeah, I'm over there that play Lodi.
No, not me.
Who win the most game? Then tell me truth.
You know what says that stalemate.
You see, you're quite the diplomat. No, but Carter, again, but me I hear you talk right now, and when me I hear, and again, me not go cross certain like, but me I hear you say, boy, you not deal with certain things again, you deal with some progressive things, but people still think say you think said certain way, and you say you're not dead as again. So perhaps, you know, them have these kind of sophisticated setup abroad where you have image consultant and people like whatever. Perhaps you need a PR person for really educate people about the things and what you do. I know you say you don't really want to load up what you do for people and whatever, but it might be a good idea for make the people them know about these things, and this would go, I would think, would go a long way in erasing this demon image where some people insist on painting a picture, you know, insist on painting a film. You don't think so?
You have a point, Raga, but what I'm saying is that Vybz Kartel, the person, anybody that know Vybz Kartel, the person that come in contact with Vybz Kartel, most of the time, you know, them say to me, why do people talk about you? You know, say I know so you stay. So even me myself, rather, I'm confused where people get this image from, like me, the most notorious man. Just because, you know where it comes from?
So people, when you see the plot, when you see what go on, Leng was up to a lot. He was doing a lot just to keep 500,000 Jamaican dollars from the world boss. The man do Sting the year before and mash it up. The famous clash with Mavado, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, events in Jamaican dancehall reggae history upon the island of Jamaica. You know what I mean? And this is what happened. Kartel faced a lot of struggle and fight, and we see where he's at in prison 13 years later. And you can't say it's all coincidental. I mean, this can't be coincidence. You feel me? The man wanted his money, him doing performance. You get your show, you get your crowd. Liquor sell, bar sell, weed sell, food sell, this sell, that sell. And you put the man in a jail cell? Oh no, wicked. But we'll listen some more. Down. Oh?
We have been in touch with an Assistant Commissioner of Police, Les Green.
Yeah.
I've also been in touch with the Director of Communications for the force, Carl Angel. And both of them made the following points to me. One, there should be no reason for your show or anybody's show to be harassed. If you were given a valid permit,
Which we were.
you have a valid permit
Yeah,
for
man.
all the shows that you have been harassed,
All the shows, Mr. You.
including the boxing night show,
Including the boxing night show.
and
All
it made
the
good on Monday night.
Yes, sir. We have permit for everything. Because it's a nightclub, you know, so we have one permit that we can keep any event in the club, because remember, it is an indoors thing, so the noise abatement, that everything is out. The only condition is that the club go over by 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
4, because as I said, it's indoors.
Oh, if it's indoors, it's 4. If it's outdoors, 2.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because of the liquor at the stop sell 4 a.m. and plus it clear up the traffic off the road, that people can go about commuting in the morning.
Yes. So I've also been told, I don't know how true this is, that the police who raided the building on Boxing Night said they did so because the line of people, patrons waiting to enter the building had extended as far south as Emancipation Park. Is that true?
Well, the line wasn't really at Emancipation Park, you know, but you have to remember the line was truthfully round the corner by Quad. Because, you know, Vybz Kartel wasn't at Sting. So most Gaza people in the city is going to come to this show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
So the question therefore is, was the building already at capacity and more?
no, it wasn't at capacity, you know, because it can hold about 2,000 people. And to tell you the truth,
At the time when they arrived, what time was that on Boxing?
very early, you know, it was like 11:30.
11:30.
I swear to you, about 11:30.
And you had started at what time?
The club opened 10 o'clock. People were still paying to come inside.
So the club wasn't full.
No, it wasn't. People were still paying to come inside. Albeit the line was long and a lot of people were outside.
So what did they do when they got there?
Well, you know, the usual style, rough up a few people, run with the people them off at the front, lock off the music inside the club, search everybody, you know what I mean, and send them home.
Approximately how many policemen were involved in that operation?
Well, I didn't know it. I wasn't there, you know.
Yeah.
Because by the time I reached, I saw Trafalgar Road, not Sud Boulevard, by Trafalgar Road block. So I just spin around and just head back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So who gave you this information that you're relaying to me now?
well, you know, because remember this is Jamaica and I have a lot of police friends, so they're telling me that when I was on my way, they say, Kartel, they reach at the club and say, no, them say I pay police out there, so nobody come. Because it mash up. I mean, them say the club mash up and people getting searched and stuff like that. So, that was that. And they came back again the next night.
So you had another show the next night?
Which was the spillover because of the incident where, because Vybz Kartel was built to perform and I didn't perform. So we said, alright, we're going to have a spillover into the Monday night, which would be a holiday also.
Yeah.
Which would be the original Boxing Day. So they came the same thing again, raid the club, lock off the music, search a few people.
And on what basis did they say they were searching or locking off the music? What was the reason they gave?
They said that they heard that Wanted Man was in the club.
Brother, just because I stand up for my rights. And that, you know, just because
Alright,
people calm me down.
Alright, let me tell you something now. You have some successful business people out there. And for example, I mean, I say you should do this, but as I tell you, they would donate money to political parties and so forth. Not because them kind, you know, but it's a business strategy and so forth. They're really into cultivating relationship. They, me say I think to somebody one day and them getting a whole argument. Me say, yo, entertainment me, you know, so I take care of police. I don't care nobody wants it. I take care of police. So with these factors in mind, you think with respect to your business model now that perhaps you can do some things differently or probably sit down with some people and say, yo, this is what I'm about. We want to work with, you know, and so forth. You think there's room for that? Is there an opportunity for that?
Brother Shanti, I never have a problem with police. Remember, you know, when you go in the streets, you know, I can't hide because I'm in a Vybz Kartel. I'm a face white like the clouds. I'm cool like wash my face with the face. So I can't hide. Me and no police never have a body in the streets yet. And that me I try to tell you, even more time when me and no police never have a bad day in the street. Even when them say me is a person of interest, me and move out of the a conscience thing. Every police come in, one cartel and if them can hold a like a 5 minutes reason and them gone. Because as I say, he's an entertainer, he's not no era done. Me and no gunman, me and no criminal.
No, but what I say is, you and the rank and file them get along, but I think it's safe to say that there are some people there who are not you know, particularly fond of you as a person, right?
No, but why? What me do them?
No, but what I'm saying is, you don't, it sounds to me that them have the power for just continue this thing and lay the siege power and thing. So I'm basically asking you, what, you know, you don't want to keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I guess I'm saying, what could you do, proactively do different right now? Forget on a level where you say, all right now, make we work together, bam, 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 this is what I'm about and whatever. You know, you think like some sitting down and some meeting at the edge and so forth need to take place here? You think somebody needs to facilitate some kind of dialogue between you and the other parties out there in order to obtain some sort of truth so that we have a win-win solution where everybody can move forward peacefully?
Me no want to talk to no other party, you know. Anybody me I want to talk to, the commissioner of police himself me want to talk to, you know. And that the man them want to talk to, you know. Me no want to talk to no other party, you know. So if when they say party, you mean in the other party as in certain promoters where we did say alleged to have a hand in this. Me no want to talk to nobody where that is concerned. Me want to talk to the commissioner of police and the security minister to find out what is the problem. What kind of problem I have with Vybz Kartel? What kind of problem?
And when you say commissioner of police and security, you mean them and them team? You're not
them and them team.
Them and them team. So if them designate somebody and say bam 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 talk to them, I don't want people to misinterpret you. I think you're arrogantly saying you don't even talk to any senior police officer except them.
No man, but remember I am not an arrogant person. Remember I'm a highly intelligent artist, you know. I feel like me not to be a man trumpet, I feel like I'm a cut above the rest. And I prove it in a many ways, shape and form. That's why I have so much business I run. And that's why I tell you, that's why the taxman are running for me because I pay my taxes. Admittedly, I have a few back taxes and a little thing with it to turn back personally. But all of my business, we set up and everything we do. We pay tax to the country, we employ Jamaicans. So that
50 people.
We give to the system. So why the system treat me like a criminal?
And as a businessman, you basically say you're treated very differently from other business people.
Yes, someone, if I become it, me full of tattoo, or if I become it, do. Alright, example. You know, say from 2010, I'll know, but me not do not even one gun lyrics. And the record can't show because me can't come on the radio and attack this thing on the national radio. And people out there who can prove for a lie me I tell. From 2010, Vybz Kartel do a gun song.
Yeah, you are Mubada really pull away from it. You are Mubada pull away from it.
This is other lyrics because the people them say, my mind not dead death because it's not say me are inside violence. My mind is not there. Vybz Kartel mind is not there. Them say me I walk with criminal. When me I walk with criminal? Oh, Vybz Kartel say I walk with criminal. Eh?
No.
When you work with criminals for?
No, I just threw the word. Yes, what made that? You see the little drama with it, for example.